guys would love to have you. This is sort of my team now.
You know what would make you an even better quarterback? Me at receiver.
Shoot, yeah. We'll work something out.
Like you said, Coach, you gotta do what's right for the team.
It's the best news I've heard since my Aunt Lokalani's Boar won Best in Show. I'm gonna get the playbook. We're gonna start drawing some stuff up. Woo!
I know I'm not your favorite person in the world right now.
You're not even in my top 7 billion.
That's fair. Just know I did what I did to protect you, not to try and take everything that you worked for. And I can understand if you're angry with me, but I'm gonna do everything I can to make it right.
I'll tell you how you can make it right. The Midwest Prep Showcase, later this season against the Central Hawks.
What about it?
Well, they're the best team in the country, and it's a nationally televised game. That means every recruiter's gonna see it.
So what do you want from me?
Just want you to let me go out there and do my thing and show the recruiters what I can do. It's my last chance at getting an offer.
One of the loudest venues in the NFL on Sundays looks to be no different on a Friday night. We've got a packed house for the Midwest Prep Showcase. Soon, two of the best high school football teams in the nation will collide here at Arrowhead Stadium when the Hawks take on the Armadillos.
Wait, it's your...
Yeah, rapper, producer, entrepreneur, Snoop D-O-double-G. Please believe it, that's me. But hold up. Ain't you one half of them Heartbreak Boys?
I'm a huge fan of yours.
Nah, man, I'm a fan of yours. Check this out. If the coach and half the stadium knew what I was about to say, they try to run me out of this town, man. But let me tell you this. Been following y'all story for quite some time. And I'm pulling for y'all tonight.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
For sure, my brother. Now get out there and go do your thing.
Snoop, you know Tommy Matthews?
Tommy! Hey. Hey, man, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. I'm such a fan, man.
Hey, likewise.
Love your hard work, your dedication, and how you just put the team and put everything on your back, man. That's beautiful, man. It takes a whole lot to do what you did.
Wow, thanks, man.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better get out there and make it count, man. It's a whole lot of schools that's gonna be watching y'all tonight. And I got a feeling I'm gonna see y'all again. Good luck. Ball out.
Will do.
Thanks, Snoop.
For Shizzle, Snoop. Yo, we just met Snoop D-O-double-G.
I know. That was cool.
What? Let's go do this, man. La-di-da-di-da.
Poised for something special as the Midwest Prep Showcase gets underway. He fields it at the 2. And he's down at the 25.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So in this matchup of top-ranked quarterbacks, it's QB2 with a chance to strike first on this opening drive. Now he'll take it out past the 30-yard line. So get this, earlier today I was speaking with Hawks coach Kevin Robbins, and in typical fashion, he did not hold back about today's matchup. He proclaimed his D would be so good against QB2, they'd end up putting Tommy Matthews back at quarterback. Bold words. Following the incomplete pass on second down, looking downfield, here's QB2. Oh, change of plans, he tucks the ball. Waves off a would-be tackler. Now he's James. All these kids so thrilled when they found out this year's edition of the showcase would be played at the home of the Kansas City Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium. This is now a premier event on the high school football calendar. So meanwhile, they pick up the first with that run. Here comes the encore. Play action, QB2 to throw. And that was dangerously close to being intercepted. Apparently, the kids on the field weren't the only ones thrilled about this game being at Arrowhead. We've got an incredible turnout for one of the most hyped matchups of this season. It's caught! Touchdown, Armadillos! Tommy Matthews' first catch is good for 6. A movie moment in his comeback. And that's good for a 7-0 lead. So as they get set to kick it away, I can't help but think back to what Coach Robbins told me before the game. How his defense was going to shut down QB2. Hadn't exactly happened, and I'd be very interested in hearing his thoughts right about now. And he's brought down at the 29-yard line. Following the touchdown, the Hawks are ready to kick it away. He fields it at the 2. Drives through defense. Good looking return. And you know what? Those are the ones you tell your buddies, bro, I was this close to breaking that one. So the Armadillos are lined up now. And it's a tie ball game as they settle in for this play. Ooh, and that's nearly intercepted on the check down. Arrowhead Stadium, one of the best venues in all of football. And you know who loves it here? The coach, Jonathan Coachman. Big-time Chiefs fan. He's a Kansas native. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the house today. They've yet to go anywhere on this drive. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, looking to fire. Able to connect this time. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 49-yard line. So yes, there's an obvious reason why they call this the Midwest Prep Showcase. Every year, it's quite literally a showcase of the nation's top players. But this year is the first time they've ever had the top 2 quarterbacks in the country face off. I'm speaking, of course, about QB2 and Braxton Knight. Oh, the ball comes down. He's looking to go. Now he's taken down after picking up the first. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's QB2. Scans the field. And that's another catch by Matthews. We could be in for a magical night. And that's complete. Good for the first inside the 10-yard line. A 27-yard gain. And that's what the fans came to see. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And a weight room play there before the defense can stop them. A gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll throw. And that's almost picked off. The safety nearly made the catch. But the drive will continue. QB2 now on 3rd and goal. And he'll do it himself. Touchdown. Myers is on now for the PAT. And he knocks it through. The advantage now 14-7. After giving up the touchdown, the Hawks are back to receive. caught in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as he elects to take a knee. So the Hawks are lined up now. And now Coach Robbins barking some instructions for Braxton Knight from the sideline. He finds Thrash. Now he's brought down. The completion good for 3, bringing up second down. Braxton Knight, easily one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since he became a starter last season. When he gets this offense clicking, it... Everyone's lined up, ready for the kick. From a yard or 2 inside the goal line, he's got it. And it's effectively a touchback as he's stopped at the 25-yard line. The Armadillos take over on offense. And there's QB2 making some final preparations as we await the snap. And he's got it. 20, 10, across the marker. A thrilling play that gets the fans on their feet. Just a massive gain on that last play put the D on its heels. They're inside the 5 now. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Armadillos. Tommy Matthews adds another score in his return. It's a legend in the making. Gets it to go. The lead now, 21-14. Here's the whistle, and now the kick. Fielded at the 3. And he's taken down after crossing the 20-yard line. To start the drive. Here's QB2. Oh, change of plans. He tucks the ball. Now he'll slide after getting past the first down marker. You know, a high-profile game like this can generate the interest of some big-time schools, and this stadium is loaded with coaches from powerhouse programs. LSU, Clemson, Oklahoma. You name it, they're here. After a solid pickup on that previous play, here's second down. Now he'll tuck and run, sending it downfield for Matthews. He caught it. A big-time play that gets a roar from this crowd. Now another 1st and 10, and even more of a threat to score now. And he'll push his way to the 12. A pickup of 8 on the play. And that makes it 2nd and 2. Lined up in the shotgun. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's caught. Touchdown, Armadillos. Tommy Matthews' 3rd score of the game. And this comeback is now legendary. Extend their lead. 14 points separate these teams. Here comes the kick. Taken at the 10. And he's stopped at the 32-yard line. Play of the drive for the Hawks. And this will likely be the final drive of this opening half. On first down, back to pass. Looks to his right. It's complete. Taken down as he makes the grab. Give him 9 there on that completion. Second down on the way. Back to throw. Here's Knight. Under pressure and sacked. Now the Hawks call timeout. They're down to a... to start the drive. Here's QB2. Deep throw for Matthews. And man, did they get lucky that time. Nearly picked off. But he was out of bounds. Following the near turnover. Again, he drops back. He's on the move. Shows off the arm strength. And it's incomplete. Choice there to break that up. A pair of incompletions have them facing 3rd and 10. From the gun, inside handoff. Running back right. And he's finally tackled after a solid run. 15 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Timeout called by the Armadillos. They've got 2 remaining as we unravel the final moments of this opening half. First down, he'll drop back. Using his legs now. And he's taken down at the 47. Now the Armadillos call timeout. They're down to just 1 now as we near the halfway mark. Just short of a first down. It's 2nd and 1. Back to pass. Now he brings the ball down. He's on the move. He's got a first down and more. And he's out of bounds at the 1. So it's the defense in the spotlight now on this 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Here's QB2. And he does it again. Touchdown. They just continue to light up the scoreboard. Myers now to add the extra point. And they add yet another point, one of many in this matchup. They're up big right now. Following the touchdown, the Armadillos are ready to kick it away. They'll play it safe as he drops to 1 knee, and that'll bring us to the midway point of this matchup. So, after a one-sided first half, it's the Armadillos in control. And when we return, the second half of the Midwest Prep Showcase. The wait is over. Time now to kick off the second half of this matchup. Still leading by a comfortable margin. Here comes the kick. There's the flag. And that's not the kind of mistake you could afford in a game like this. So the verdict's been delivered. And the penalty, of course, will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
Knight hands it off to Grove. And he's past midfield to the 48-yard line. I mentioned a few colleges earlier with recruiters in attendance. A guy, Reggie, gave me a list with a few more names on it, and you know it. Okay, there's long range, and then there are kicks like this from the parking lot. It's no good. And that wasn't really fair. I mean, they're asking expecting him to be like Justin Tucker out there. Here come the Armadillos to start the drive. And with a special player like QB2, Coach Fetu is doing everything he can to maximize his impact on this game. Stays on his feet, and now they finally stop him. A thrilling play that gets the fans on their feet. QB2 settles into this shotgun look, gathers the snap. He's going to run. And they can't make the connection, so it'll be second down. Gotta share a quick story. All right, so I'm making my way to the press box before the game, and who do I see but the dog father himself, Snoop Dogg. And he's seeking out QB2. But here's the thing. Snoop is a diehard Hawks fan, which tells you just how magnetic QB2 really is. All right, here we go. It's first and goal. Now he tucks it. At the halfway point of this third quarter, it's second and goal. So it's a jet sweep. Watch the receiver. And he's brought down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And now it's third and goal. From the gun, it's QB2. Oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Basham. The Hawks send out their offense. And they really need Braxton Knight to flip a switch and march this offense down the field for points. Trying to get something going on the ground. And they bring him down after a short pickup. One last thought on Snoop, you know, he's a Southern California guy, Long Beach, if I'm not mistaken. And so the Hawks are ready to punt it away. And he gives it the boot. Here's Washington. Breaks a tackle, still moving. And he'll be marked out at the 31. Here come the Armadillos to start the drive. And the young man leading the way, QB2. He's proven to be unstoppable in a variety of ways. And that's a huge gain that puts them on the opposite side of the field. A 24-yard gain. And that's a first down and then some. Out of the gun, it's QB2. Now he tucks the ball, looking to run. And he'll be marked out at the 31. Naturally, people across the football landscape are sharing their thoughts on where they think QB2 will go to college. Some think Miami, others insisted. And down goes QB2. He couldn't elude the defense on that great pursuit. There's the whistle as we end the third quarter. We'll be back shortly with the final stanza of the Midwest Prep Showcase. We await the snap on second down as we begin the fourth quarter. Throws left, it's complete. And he picks up a hefty chunk of yards before he's out of bounds. Shotgun look. QB2 takes the snap. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. And he'll work his way to the 5-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play. And now it's second and 3. Hawks lined up behind QB2. They snap the ball. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. And that's almost a touchdown. Stopped at the last second by some great timing on D. Following the incompletion on second. Grabs the snap. He's got it! Touchdown, Armadillos! Tommy Matthews! And his mom, she's going crazy right now. Her son's having an incredible game. Here's Myers now for the extra point. go through, but some of his teammates give him credit. They're right there to give him some encouraging words. Ready now for the kick. This is fielded just inside the goal line. And he'll be marked out at the 23-yard line. Here we go. He's back to throw on 4th down. He makes the delivery. And he's down at the 45-yard line. A 22-yard gain and a 1st down and much, much more. Lined up for the onside kick, and remember, this team has already recovered one this season. Can they do it again? They had the good hands unit out there, and they covered it up perfectly. Worth the shot on the onside kick, but no dice. The Armadillos send out their offense, and if they go to the run, you can expect QB2 to be involved. He leads this team in rushing yards. And that's almost picked off. The safety nearly made the catch. So let me just take a moment to say here, when you stand next to some of these young men as I have, they look ready size-wise for the next level. I mean, some of these kids are huge. And he's inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Needing just a couple yards. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to pass. Fires quickly, and that's complete. And that's good for a 1st down. Halfway through the 4th quarter, it's 1st down. Here's QB2. Well, the ball comes down. He's looking to go. But they can't make the connection. Tried to go long on 1st down, but it only results in a long walk back to the huddle. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on 1st. Looking for a receiver. He's going deep for Matthews. And that's nearly intercepted in the end zone. But he was not in bounds. Third down from the gun. Finds Matthews on the slant. And the play call there successful as they get it across for the 1st. Well, despite some defensive adjustments, Tommy continues to find a way to the ball. You can practically see him rising up the rankings. A little trickery here, gives it to his receiver. And he's tackled at the 11. Under 2 minutes in the final quarter. Surveys the field. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Armadillos. Tommy Matthews. He's putting on a show here today. Wow. It's up and it's good. Timeout called by the Armadillos. That leaves them with 2 now, as we make our way to the end of the Midwest Prep Showcase. After giving up the touchdown, the Hawks are back to receive. He fields it at the 2. Geez, all that effort and not much to show for it. They'll start this drive just beyond the 20. drive begins on the ground with Hawk. Shakes him off, and he could go. Now he's off his feet.
I'ma show you, man.
Touchdown! Sammy Hawk. A show-stopping score from beyond midfield. Now to dot the I and cross the T. Wait, he's going for the first. He's across the goal line. Good for 2 more. And that play call, not exactly sportsmanlike. We should be in for an interesting handshake between the coaches when this baby's over. Following the touchdown, the Armadillos are ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. Oh, he lost the football.
Oh, you gotta feel it.
And he's out at the 13. Here come the Armadillos to start the drive. And QB2 will look to use his legs as well as his arm to lead his team down the field. There was a time where you could get away with a face mask like that, but this isn't the Wild West anymore.
Face mask. Defense.
So there's the call. A face mask penalty on a play that definitely warranted it. So the Armadillos are lined up now. And let's be honest, the playbook should take advantage of the way QB2 is reading the D and making great decisions. Really not able to get much before he's tackled. A pickup of 3 on the play. And now it's 2nd and goal. Wow, it appears they're going to run a play rather than run out the clock. Not exactly sportsmanlike. Now the Armadillos call timeout. Likely the last one of this game. As we step aside for just a moment. Running on 3rd and goal. Whoa, and that play goes backwards as he's tackled for a loss. And that will do it. The Armadillos win the showcase. On behalf of everyone at EA Sports, I'm Kevin Connors, signing off.
This question is for both of you. What trait do you think will give you the edge at the next level?
I think my ability to quickly find the open receiver is what really sets me apart.
I mean, it must have been a little easier with me out there, right? When you snap the ball, you throw it to Tommy, rinse and repeat. But seriously, though, the past 2 years have really put things into perspective for me, and thanks to this guy, I'm just fortunate enough to have the opportunity to go to college and further my football career.
Well, okay, gang. I think that puts us in a great place to go ahead and find out where these two are going. All right, gents, who wants to go first?
I want you to have the honors. It's the least I could do for all you've done for me.
All right.
Oh, wow, man. Wow. So the decision is made. Tell us, when it came down to it, what led to this choice?
Well, there's been a lot of elite talent that have walked those halls, and I'd love to add my name to that storied list. Plus, the opportunity to play for a legend like Coach Miller is too much of a draw. And he's a guy that's had a ton of success at the school, and nothing else. I think there's a lot I can learn from him.
All right. All right, Tommy. What you got for us?
Let's see. Who's it gonna be?
Yo, Tommy, same question.
Well, isn't it obvious? I mean, Batman needs his Robin, and you can't break up this dynamic duo. But in this case, I'm Batman and you're Robin. I never said I wouldn't try to win back my own position.
More details rolling in, everybody. On today's crazy news, Coach Miller is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' shortlists for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
How many of those do you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now, so I don't need your Heartbreak Kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the Heartbreak Kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more...
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on the Longhorns from the University of Texas. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Florida's punter is out there now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky.
The Longhorns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here we go. His first collegiate snap as the Longhorns have the football 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more, they're still not playing as fast as a general rule. You know, most college offenses will run about 15 plays per game more than NFL offenses will. They'll take a few more chances in what they're doing. Maybe try and isolate their star player a little bit better. Yeah, there's still some differences in what we're seeing. But for me, speed and pace of play for college offenses still ahead of what we see in the NFL.
First and goal from the 3. And they'll try to run the option here. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Longhorns have taken the early lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Gators take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Florida's punter is out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. He leaps over him. And after all that, he'll get right back to where they would have been had he just let the ball go, as they'll start at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for their next drive. The Texas offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big.
It's caught inside the 25.
You'll get nothing.
And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career, and certainly a moment that he will never forget.
And it always helps to get that first one out of the way, doesn't it? I know right now that he just wants to go and jump to the top of the stadium and throw his hands up and exult a little bit. But he's had a chance to prove that he can do it now. He got it done. It's been a long time in the making. Now he's just got to harness that emotion and continue to play.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Slater on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Longhorns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Florida's punter is out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Martin, the return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because, you know, Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, they don't want to say it very loudly and take all the motivation away from this young man, but if they had to move him to running back full time, they'd be very confident that he'd be a good one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 11, incomplete.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And this one is right through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Gators 14.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And off the option, he'll try and run with it. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And some room to maneuver. Martin flexing the muscle. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. This is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but the punter for Texas out on the field. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Ellington. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Florida's punter is out there now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now it's Martin. Fighting through. Shrugs off another. looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for his wideout.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard. So Following the made field goal. Ready to send this away. Slater on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a... There he goes, right side. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start, now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as a starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
Extra point, hug the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 18 now. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. From the 10. A good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. On 4th down, White, and it is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
That's good.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Charles, here we are in the 4th quarter, and they've got a pretty comfortable lead here. You know, Coach O'Brien, as we talked about, he made those statements about his plans to possibly rotate the quarterbacks, but we have not seen any sign of Tommy Matthews.
And we certainly expected to see him. Look, you and I both sat in there, partner, with Coach O'Brien, and he indicated that he planned to rotate quarterbacks to find out what he had. But with the play that he's seen here, he's like any head coach. He reserves the right to change his mind. And maybe he knew a little bit more than he was willing to tell us. That maybe Tommy Matthews is exactly in his favor, especially considering the lead they have now, and he still hasn't gone to the bench.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A give to Martin here, out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Still fighting for more. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I tell you, you look around the college football landscape, and there's some really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players, and we've got a couple of them in our game here this afternoon.
And I'm glad that you...
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
That's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And, boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard
line. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard
line. About set for their next drive. The Texas offense at the line. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got the first down inside the 10.
Today's final score, Longhorns 46, Gators 28.
So things got off to a solid start. But after
some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madeden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I got to tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only going to lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what? Come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
This whole thing again? Are you dumb? Yeah, I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. It's the Texas Longhorns taking on the Miami Hurricanes. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Daniel. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Daniel's pass intended.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They will let him throw here on the very first play. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A nice throw there. Coach O'Brien, when you look at his quarterback position, he's got 2 great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. But when they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made the most of his time under center. But both of these quarterbacks are undefeated, and we know why. This defense
in trouble, and he's taken down.
Well, it's also a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it fights through one man and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. A first down throw for Daniel. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nice. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. They go play action here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Daniel. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Hurricanes have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3 and out.
That opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out that first time. I'm trying to do better here. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. They'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. And the slam complete to Green. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Here are the Longhorns now on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown from 6 yards away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, it's Woods. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Daniel. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Intended for his...
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Daniel. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Field this at the 5. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for their next drive. The Texas offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground? This is caught inside the 15. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll run it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Jeremiah Young there to make the grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Longhorns 14, Hurricanes 7.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Daniel. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
And blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Take over.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now,
and that's caught inside the 35.
They are not ready for us.
The big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Darren Walker there to make the grab. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Daniel toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, it's turned, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this will be taken at the 13. And over the hurdle. It's a nifty return of 29 yards.
And 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
With the score, Longhorns 21, Hurricanes 7.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Slater on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. Rolling to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And
they'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Longhorns 28, Hurricanes 7.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 11 now. Daniel, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops. But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run. So I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after them now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. It's Woods. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground. And struggling to put up points. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, it's Daniel. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. They run the counter. It's Woods. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Well, here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays...
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. Tell you what, he is going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Hurricanes 10.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a 3 series, he's past the 30. And a Good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Daniel. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Daniel. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10.
I'm going to show you that.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. You have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
20-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
From the gun, here's Daniel. And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for number 15.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Misses the target, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They snap it to Daniel on 4. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Once again, Daniel. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on 1st down, Daniel throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Third and long. It's Daniel. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards.
Horns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And Charles, look, I mean, coming into this one, you and I, we didn't know what to expect. This could have certainly been a disaster, nothing short of it. But this young man under center, he has certainly risen to the occasion.
He certainly has, and we certainly prepared in case it was the disaster that maybe it could have been. But there's no question, he's been the star of the show. But while we say that, let's make sure we remember the rest of the team, the supporting guys, because otherwise we'll have a lot of mamas upset with it if we don't mention them, and they have played awfully well in addition.
Brings up second and 8.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if you take...
And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. 12-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Makes the score. Longhorns 49, Hurricanes 10.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun snap for Daniel. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Daniel on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun. Daniel will be hit and taken down at the 21. And now here comes their final timeout. As they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. From the gun, Daniel. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Number 15, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
One last throw for Daniel. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. 4 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback. The Texas Longhorns are moving on to play for a national title.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Texas Longhorns.
You okay, son? Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here! Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life for my one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
The pressure perhaps getting to this young Longhorn quarterback. They trail at the break. Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. And we'll keep you updated as we receive more information.
7-yard line.
Now Oklahoma's punter out there getting set. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. How about that? Their quarterback, 36 yards. And the Longhorns have the lead. Well, after the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he had shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I Jay, sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
Well, I just remember when we left that room, you said two things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of them.
Following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. This will make it into the end zone. Leaping over him. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Texas here in the college football playoff looking for what would be their 5th national title. They were a powerhouse back in the 60s and 70s, winning it in 63, 69, and 70. But then they waited 35 years before winning it again in 2005 and haven't won it since. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got it. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Buster Holiday there to make the grab. And the Longhorns have the lead. Well, since he's coming to the game at quarterback, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now Oklahoma's punter out there getting set as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Martin, the return. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught at the 25.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half, and this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the third touchdown in this second half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. Third touchdown this second half. He's taking his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Now Young on fourth down. And that is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His second touchdown of the night. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
For the point after.
Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Young working out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for his
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Young to throw on 4th. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
15-yard line.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pushing through the contact. He won't go down. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. 15 yards. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in... Fourth down, Young. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just get in good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
16-yard line.
That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run with Thomas. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The 7-yard line. A gain of a yard.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that will be incomplete.
Young's pass Intended.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Recovered by the receiver.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's the option. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. It's their quarterback. 39 yards. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Young. And this one is incomplete.
Young's pass.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Young on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Intended for number 4.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? To the air once more, Young. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
This is unbelievable.
He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
One last shot for Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one is for my brother, Tommy Matthews. You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I would have missed this for any...
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and we can win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
She said what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No, I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute. Okay, Coach. Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure, talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
something good, I hope?
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the 3rd round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Well, Tommy's already tried recruiting me to come back so we can win the title together.
Does that mean you're in?
Plus, he did switch positions once, and you see how well that worked out for him. Guess I can try too.
The Heartbreak Kids are back, baby.
Was he eavesdropping?
Always. It wasn't an easy decision at the time, but I don't regret it for a second. Of course, everyone's first thought was, where am I gonna play? It felt good, telling everyone I was sticking around and Tommy and I were going to play together. The next question was...
Pretty drastic turn of events for Coach O'Brien's program. I mean, the defensive pantry has been pretty much left dry with most of that elite unit having bolted for the NFL. But today, Coach O'Brien revealed a new strategy, and I think it's kind of brilliant. Get both Heartbreak Kids on the field at the same time. I mean, it's really a brilliant move. Here's the deal. You got to get all of your talented players on the field at once, certainly if they're going to rely on the offense for a change to be the strength of this team if they're planning on making another run at it.
All right, Dan, show me what you got. Let's go.
Here we go, here we go. Rocco 80. Ready, go. Hey, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hut, hut. Ready, hut.
We might be in for a long season.
I gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move,